Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Dakat Zaman. Welcome to this lesson, guys. This is Sarf we are going through. Now, Sarf, as you guys all know, Sarf is like a very strange science. It's a bit like maths and it's a bit like language. And, well, you have to learn it if you really want to try and understand the Quran. So, let's have a go at this thing. So far, we've kind of reached this level now. We've understood the different patterns or the endings of the past verbs now. So you got past verbs here, you got all these endings. So we said if the first one has nothing at the end and the second one has then u and at and ta, na, all that. So all of this now is basically to kind of get us to understand how they function. We've still got a long way left. We haven't finished it all yet. But the thing is, once we've understood this, then all the other past verbs that we're trying to make are going to become very, very easy, right? So if you remember, we made one of these, right? So we made one of these for present verbs, right? So this was for the present verbs. Let me just move this a bit over here. Yeah, so we've got, this is for present verbs, for past verbs. And as you can see, we mentioned that present verbs actually have three different forms in the sense of the ayn kalima. When it comes to this particular pattern, how many patterns are there altogether? Well, we said there's about 10, right, that you need to get yourself used to, right? It's about 9 really you need to get yourself used to, right? And I made a tree for you guys: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. We don't really use 9 that much, and then 10, right? So these are the various patterns, and for past as well, these patterns are applicable for the past ones. And I showed you, if you remember the clock, if you guys are familiar with the clock, I don't know how much you guys have been using this clock, but this clock basically represents all the different forms of the verbs. And these are actually in the past. So at the moment, the past ones, we're just focusing on number 1 yet. But we still have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 to understand. They all work in the same way. In other words, they will all have these at the end. Right, this is not going to change. What will change is the form over here. That's going to change. But everything else is going to be the same. There are 14 of these. There are 14 of these. 14, 14, 14, 14. And they're all exactly the same in the sense of how they end. Only difference is their structure. That's what we're going to be trying to look at today, inshallah ta'ala. So, let's start then. So, as I said to you, there are 3 forms of present verbs, yeah? And past, there's also 3 forms. Now, over here, I don't know why I've done this, but it's supposed to be, this ayn kalima on the verb can actually be of 3 types. It can either be a u, dhamma, fatha, or even kasra, yeah? So, there's 3 possibilities of what this could be. So, if I get a piece of paper and I show you guys the possibilities, it's going to make more sense to you guys. Right, so if I write down here past verbs, this is past verbs. So past verbs, you have 3 different possibilities, right? So you have what we call fa, so do this, fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'ala. Okay, so fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'ala. All right, so we've got this fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'ala. This is 1. We call this 2. We call this 3. So the first common one that you're going to find is basically where the, because remember, it's all the ayn kalima that's really kind of changing, right? It's not anything else. It's just the ayn kalima that's really going to change. So if we were to take any verb, yeah, let's take any verb. For instance, let's say, I don't know, what do you guys think we should, okay, let's do one. The famous one. Da, ra, ba. Daraba. So in the daraba, we have actually a fatha on here. Yeah. So it's daraba. Or, for example, like كتب كتب. Again, the ain kalima takes fatha here. Kataba, daraba, and you got loads more that you guys can add in as well. Right, the next one you've got over here. This one's going to be, should we make it the kasra? Okay, let's make this one the kasra then. So this one's going to be the one where the ain has a kasra on there. So for example, like sa, mi, ah, sami'a. Alright, so here, you're going to have a kasra here. Sami'a. Alright, the ain takes kasra. Sami'a. Or let's look at another one then. What other verb can we have? Okay, let me think. Okay, it'll come to our mind. My brain seems to be switched off. Let's do the Dhamma one then. So the Dhamma one, let's look at one. Ka ru ma. Yeah, karuma. Okay, so karuma, karuma, karuma. Okay, and let's look at another one. Okay, let's do another one then. So sami'a, and let's say khasira. Khasira. Right, again, you got a kasra over here. And with the dhamma one, let's do another one. Saghura. Saghura. Okay, saghura. So as you can see, what's basically kind of happened over here is that the ain kalima here has taken fatha, and the ain kalima here has taken kasra, and the ain kalima here has taken dhamma. Alright, so you got these, you only get these three possibilities with this scenario. Right, so remember I showed you the clock, right? So this we're still talking about this one. There's three possibilities of what that ain can take. Either it's going to take fatha, right? So let's put a fatha there. Yeah, fatha. Or it's going to take kasra, or it's going to take dhamma. Fatha, kasra, dhamma. So those are the three possibilities of what this can take. All right, so this is, now you've got this now. So you're going to combine these with these. So what are the various possibilities of what this comes with? So I think, let me write it over here. It's going to make more, it's going to become easier, I think, if we just have it all listed here. So okay, so they are, number one, daraba. We call this the daraba pattern, okay? Daraba yadribu. Daraba yadribu. Okay, let me put the vowels in a bit. Daraba yadribu. Alright, so you can kasra there. And this one, number two, nasara yansuru. Yeah, so nasara yansuru. Okay, another one, number three, we have mana'a yamna'u. Okay, mana'a yamna'u. Fatha there. This one's got fatha, fatha, fatha. So all these three are fatha ones. Alright, so you got three fatha ones. And then number four, right, number four, you've got this one here, kasra. Sami'a yasma'u. Okay, so sami'a. And this one is yasma'u. And then over here, Is there any more space? Can we fit it in? Yes, inshallah, we can fit this in. We've got karuma yakrumu. Red. Karuma yakrumu. Alright, so these are the 5 you can say. Mana daraba yadribu. Right, daraba yadribu. Nasara yansuru. Mana'a yamna'u. Sami'a yasma'u. Karuma yakrubu. Okay, let's add a 6th one then. So there's a 6th one as well. Is this going to come in? We'll have to squeeze it in. Hasiba yahsibu. Hasiba yahsibu. Alright, so I should have put that over there, but you get the idea. These are the 6 that you basically are going to be dealing with when it comes to the first pattern. Alright, so when it comes to pattern number 1, there are 6 possibilities of this coming in the Quran. Right? So you got daraba yadribu, nasara yansuru, mana'a yamna'u, sami'a yasma'u, karuma. Now if you notice, fatha over here, yeah, fatha over here, fatha over here, kasra over here, dhamma over here. Yeah. So these are basically the patterns that you need to remember. So there is the daraba yadribu pattern, nasara yansuru pattern, mana'a yamna'u pattern, sami'a yasma'u pattern, karuma yakrum pattern, and hasiba yahsibu pattern. There's also yahsabu, but yahsibu. So these are the 6 combinations. You're not going to get any other combination in this particular pattern. This is the only combination that you're going to get. So let's have a look in the Quran and let's see if we can find anything which is going to help us, insha'Allah ta'ala. Right, so okay, so let's start from here. Let's start from the beginning of Surah Hud. Okay, so we got Surah Hud now, yeah? So in Surah Hud, now you see, you've got over here, right? If you can see this, I don't know how clear it is. It should be clear. You got uhkimat, right? So that's a different pattern. That's actually from here, okay? That's from number 4. Fussilat is from number 2 as well. All right, so you've got يؤتي كل ذي فضل فضلا وإن تتولوا أخاف عليكم عذاب يوم كبير إلى الله مرجعكم ألا إنهم يثنون صدورهم يخطفوا منه Allah يرزقها هو الذي خلق. So you got خلق over here. So خلق actually comes from, so you bring this out here, you can actually see this side by side. So خلق actually comes from خلق comes from خلق يخلق. Now how do I know this? This is actually in the dictionary. So if I pull out my dictionary with my trusty iPad, right, now if I bring this in front, you guys should be able to see. If I type in khalaqa, okay. Now khalaqa, what does this bring up? Okay, it brings up this name. If you look over here, okay, so can you see this? Right, let me just try to zoom it in a bit more. Right there, should be able to see that there. So you see what it says? Khalaqa, and the U, yakhluqu. Khalaqa yakhluqu, to originate, to make, to shape, to form, to mold. So this is pattern number 1. This is pattern number 1. Yeah, khalaqa yakhluqu. Okay, so that's basically one that we've got over there. All right, so let's have a look at another one then. So خلق السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام وكان عرش على الماء ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. Okay, قلت. Now see, قلت is actually from past. Now we're going to be learning about this. I'm just going to give you, in a little while, I'm going to give you like a little understanding of how we kind of deal with, you can't see that. Okay, now you can see it. So go back to this thing again. So قلت is actually this one over here. Yeah, so if we take this out, Qulta is actually this too at the end. But as you can see, some change has taken place over here, right? That change we're going to be learning in the coming lessons, inshallah. We're learning about this changing. So qult. So over here it says qulta, qulta, or qultu. So here's qulta is over here. Qulta, you. And there's some change taking place over here. Right? You can clearly see there's only 2 letters. There's supposed to be 3. That's something we're going to learn, how these 3 change. Okay, akharna, that's actually from this pattern, number 2. Okay, number 2, pattern number 2. عذاب إلى أمة معدودة على يوم يأتيهم ليس مصروفا عنهم ولئن أذقنا is also from this pattern number 4. Pattern number 4, and there's some change that has taken place. Right, there's clearly a change. نزعنا نزع ينزع. Yeah, نزع ينزع. نزع ينزع. نزع ينزع from ضرب يضرب. Yeah, نزع ينزع. So again, if you want to look for this, all we have to do is go to this trusty dictionary. Okay, so oops, lost it now. 1 second. Okay, brought it back. All right, so if I put na za right, and I press OK, naza'a, there it is. Now if I just zoom this over here, bring it up, make it a bit bigger, can you see this? It says naza'a with the I. That means naza'a yanzi'u, to pull out, extract, to tear, to take out, remove, etc. Naza'a yanzi'u. Right, so this follows the pattern of daraba yadribu. Daraba yadribu. Okay, so that's how we kind of look for that word. All right, let's look for another word then. Okay, so على يوم ليس مصروف عنهم وحاق. حاق is actually from pattern number 1, yeah, but there's a slight change here. So you know it means he, because there's nothing at the end, but you can see this alif in the middle, and we're going to be learning about that, like I said. ذهب, okay, you got over here. لا يقول ذهب السيئات عني. ذهب يذهب. ذهب, have gone. Right, so ذهب, and just make sure you guys can see as well. So ذهب means gone. ذهب, so it's he. صبروا على إلا الذين صبروا وعملوا. So let's look for ذهب and look for these 3, and then we'll change. Okay, so ذهب, so you just put in ذهب, enter. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see this. It's the problem with technology, guys. Alright, so ذهب over here. If you guys can see over here, ذهب. Yeah, there's ذهب. So ذهب, it says ذهب with the A. So we know that A is going to be منع يمنع. ذهب يذهب. Okay, so can you guys see this at the bottom? You guys can't even see that. Well, guys, this is the restrictions you have when you have technology. Technology is not a very polite thing. It doesn't want to help you out all the time. So anyway, so if you have a look at this, yeah, so over here it says ذهب يذهب منع يمنع. منع يمنع. All right, and if we have a look at another word, for example, sabara. So let's go back to this then. Okay, so let's put in sabara, sad, bara. Okay, put that in. Let it come up. All right, sabara's come up. And then let's put this. Now if you check this out. Sabara yasbiru. Yeah, can you see that? Sabara yasbiru. Yeah, sabara yasbiru. So this is following in this pattern. It's actually following daraba yadribu. Sabara yasbiru. Alright, so you got this over here. Now you see you've got this number 1 next to it. Now usually when it has a number 1 next to it, that actually means there's actually different types. Over here I can't see any other one that's used, because sometimes it can have 2 patterns. This is mentioned 2, but for some reason I can't, unless you guys can see it. And if you guys do see it, put in the comments. I can't seem to see anything else. Okay, anyway, Right, and one more. So sabaru means they, because it's got an u at the end. And amilu. So amila. Okay, let's have a look at amilu. Amilu is amila. Right, so amila. Where's amila? Okay, there it is. Okay, so here's amila. There is amila with the a. Amila ya'malu. Sami'a yasma'u. Right, so in this pattern, sami'a yasma'u. Pattern number 4. Sami'a yasma'u. Okay, so I think that's a good sort of like practice for you guys to have to be able to apply this. And you should go through the Quran and try to understand this. Now, one thing I'm going to leave you with is I want to show you guys the various patterns that exist. Okay, for this. Now, you see, in Arabic, there is this kind of like tendency that Arabs do not like certain letters. So I'm going to show you guys what kind of letters Arabs don't like. Right, so you can maybe, I don't know, tease the Arabs, yeah, and start asking them why they don't like these and make friends with them. All right, so some of the letters that the Arabs don't like. I lost my pens here. Okay, so I've got 2 pens over here anyway. All right, so the patterns that the Arabs seem to have an issue with is if we were to take, let's say, this. And let's say, for example, we have... right, it should be okay then. So Arabs have fa and lam, don't they? Fa'ala. Right. So the issue is basically if the Arabs ever get the ain, if they ever get this, it can either be in several things. So it can either be what we call a waw, alif, ya letters. We call them y, as you can see, spells out the letter y. Yeah, so it's like a y. Or you can have anything else. Anything else. Right? So you tend to call this the sahih. They're called the sahih. Sahih means like healthy. Why are actually known as the huruf illa. The huruf illa means the sick letters. Yeah, ill. Right? So the ill, so they're sick, and the opposite of being sick is sahih. So they call this a sahih. And now, when you get these, what tends to happen is you tend to have to make a lot of changes, right? So I'll just give you an example. For example, like we did that qultu. So you see, for example, qultu originally is from the word qa, waw, lam, qa, waw, lam. And if I can find my other pens, which have somehow disappeared on me. Yeah, they run away. Okay, here they are. So if I put ta over here, qulta, yeah, this is how it's originally supposed to be. But what's happened is because of the waw, the Arabs, they don't like these wows in the middle. So what the Arabs do is actually they change this. So qa wal ta actually becomes qulta. Yeah, so what has happened? If I was to say to you, okay, tell me what's the difference between this and that, you're clearly wow. Yeah, there's no wow, that's gone. And what else? Oh, well, this has changed into dhamma. Yeah, so this is what we're going to learn in coming lessons of how these changes take place. Now, these changes, just like they take place in past verbs, they also take place in present verbs as well. So we're not going to rush into it yet. I want you guys to feel comfortable to try and understand how past verbs work. Once you've understood how the past verbs work, then we can start looking at other conjugations and other, changes, derivatives from these. So you have the ain can be of 2 types: huruf illa, waw, alif, ya, or it can be anything else. And if it's anything else, that can even be divided into several categories, right? It can be all different letters, or it can be some same. Some same. So all different letters are, for example, like nasara. Yeah, so for instance, na sa ra. All different letters. And some are the same letters. For example, like mad. So originally madada, but this is you're gonna see some transformations here. Arabs don't seem to like same letters as well. It's gonna become madda, right? So that's what we have learnt today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this lesson today. So have a go at this, practice this, look for some verbs in the Quran, put in the comments as well. Try to find some past verbs, put them in the Quran, and see which patterns they come under. Right, so when I say see which patterns they fall under, try to see if they fall under daraba yadribu, nasara yansuru, mana'a yamna'u, sami'a yasma'u, karuma yakrumu, hasiba yahsibu. Right, look at these 6, and then inshallah we will be able to carry on. And let me know what you guys think of these lessons. Some of you guys have let some feedback, and alhamdulillah, really enjoyed that kind of feedback. But if there is something that you'd like to discuss regarding this, or even mention in the comments, put in the comments inshallah, and I'll see you in future lessons. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair, guys, for all of your support. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to produce the videos that I've put up on my YouTube channel. And there is so much more that I really want to do. And without the support of you guys who are patrons, generously supporting this channel, I've been able to get myself a camera, which, as you guys can see, the quality of this camera, a mic system, software. I've been able to hire an editor. So what do I want to do? I want to make lots and lots and lots of more videos for beginners, for intermediate, advanced, in the subjects like Arabic and fiqh and hadith and tafsir and aqidah and all those other things as well. And for this to happen, again, this channel needs support. So if you guys want to become patrons and support this channel, then check out the link below. Also, if you do become patrons, you'll have access to videos that I don't put up on my normal YouTube channel. So check that out, inshallah. And there's most other perks as well that you guys can benefit from. And if you want to access this channel through social media, we've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, Facebook page, and other things as well that you can visit. So Jazakumullah khair again, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair for watching this video. I hope to see all of you guys. If you guys are interested, please leave us feedback, get in contact with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.